Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to cover in the Low Country today, so let's get started with a few headlines. It is budget season, and a bit later in the broadcast, we will get an update on the town of Hilton Head's budget from Mayor Alan Perry. But as the state legislative session wraps up this week, it has become clear that lawmakers will need to return sometime this summer to wrap up the state's budget. What things still need to be decided? Well, the state Senate has to enact or reject a huge energy bill to help the state meet its growing energy needs in the future. The State House has to wrestle with putting an issue on the ballot that would have the governor appoint the state comptroller instead of having that as an elected position. Also, the House has to decide if a Senate plan to combine DHEC with other health agencies works for them, and the legislature must decide how it wants to elect judges. Finally, the state Senate has to decide if a House-passed bill allowing liquor stores to be open on Sunday should be adopted. Official congratulations are in order as the South Carolina School Administrators Association has finally announced Beaufort County Schools Superintendent Dr. Frank Rodriguez as its Superintendent of the Year, something some media outlets have been already reporting for a few days now. Rodriguez is in his 5th year in Beaufort County and has navigated the schools through the COVID pandemic and also last year's book banning effort. He's the 3rd Beaufort County superintendent to win the award, following Herman Gaither in 2005 and Dr. Valerie Truesdale in 2010. The same organization recently recognized the Beaufort Jasper Academy for Career Excellence as a Palmetto's finest school, a first for any Jasper County school. Hilton Head Island is still waiting for its first sea turtle nest of the season, but a loggerhead sea turtle has already made a visit to Fripp Island this last weekend. The mama laid over 100 eggs before crawling back into the ocean. It's the first time Fripp Island has had Beaufort County's first nest in years. Those first eggs will incubate for between 45 and 60 days. Then hatchlings will fight to make it to the ocean. Only about 1 in 100 will live to be 3 days old, and only 1 in 1,000 will reach adulthood. Fripp Island has recorded 118 sea turtle nests last year. Remember, lights out on all beachfront homes after sunset, and please cover up those holes you make on the beach. Living with nature, such as the sea turtles, certainly has its upsides here in the Low Country, but occasionally nature becomes dangerous. The first rabid raccoon of the season has been captured in the area near Pine View and May River Drives, and 2 dogs have been put in quarantine to be watched over the next few days. 25 other rabid raccoons have been found statewide so far this year. No people are believed to have been exposed in this recent incident, but of course, if you or someone you know thinks they may have been exposed, call the DHEC office in Beaufort immediately. And a Powerball ticket worth $215 million wasn't sold here for Monday's drawing. That happened in Florida. But in the previous drawing last Saturday, somebody who bought a ticket at the Parkers in Port Royal did win $100,000 by matching 4 white balls and the Powerball. Those winnings could certainly buy some nice Mother's Day gifts. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Loco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LocoSports.com. The May River Sharks softball team has had its back against the wall for a week since dropping its playoff opener to North Myrtle Beach, and the Sharks faced a 3rd straight elimination game last night with region rival Lucy Beckham visiting Landshark Park. The Sharks are still swimming after freshman Olivia Nagel threw a 3-hit shutout, and Allie Belcher delivered a huge 2-run double in the 2nd inning of a 3-0 win. May River travels to Lugoff-Elgin on Thursday as one of the last 6 teams standing in the Class 4A lower state bracket. Hilton Head Christian Academy baseball stayed alive with an 8-5 win over Florence Christian. The game was tied at 2 in the 5th inning when storms rolled in Monday, and the Eagles brought the thunder when play resumed. Colella and Cody Bradt both blasted 2-run homers to earn HHCA a rematch at Williamsburg Academy tonight with a chance to force a rubber match Thursday. Patrick Henry continued to roll through its SCISA 2A title defense with an 11-7 win over Calhoun Academy in Game 1 of a best-of-3 series, while Dorchester Academy broke it open late in Game 1 against Colleton Prep. It was a great night for the Loco in the first round of the SCISA boys soccer playoffs as 4 out of 5 area squads advanced. In SCISA 3A, top-seeded HHCA routed Northwood Academy, and John Paul II knocked off Wilson Hall 3-2 on the road, while Beaufort Academy won 6-1 at Thomas Sumter in SCISA 2A, and Patrick Henry beat Dillon Christian by the same score in Class 1A. On to the semifinals. We'll round up the playoff results around the Loco and break it all down tonight on the Loco Sports Lowdown, live at 10 p.m. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. Well, we've had a bit of a heat wave out there. Is that going to stick around? Let's find out with Maria.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we see a drop in temperature come this weekend and a couple more thunderstorms, but then the sun should be coming back out by the end of the weekend. Taking a look at Thursday, however, we see scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, then should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton Head's going to have a high 88, a low of 72. Bluffton's have a high 91, a low of 70. And Beaufort's have a high 91 and a low of 72. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 6:29 and sunset's going to be at 8:10. Taking a look at the tides, high tide's going to be at 10:54 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 5:57 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Friday we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day and going into the evening. Highs are going to drop down to the 70s, lows in the 60s. Then comes Saturday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, but the highs are only going to get into the upper 70s, lows are going to stay in the 60s. And then comes Sunday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, with the highs getting into the 80s, lows staying in the 60s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. After a quick break, Robin Zimmerman chats with Mayor Perry about Hilton Head's budget. Don't go away.